Good morning, students. Today our class is English and we will study unit number 2, the tsunami. Before reading the story, please open your textbook and see some maps are given of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. You can see North Andaman, Middle Andaman, Lower Andaman, Port Blair, Andaman Sea, Little Andaman, and just down Indian Ocean, Car Nicobar Islands, Tarasa, Kachal, Non-Kauri, Little Nicobar, Great Nicobar. Now we read something that is Kachal is an island. It is part of Andaman groups of island. Nankauri is an island in the Nicobar group. Kachal and Nankauri are more than 100 miles far or apart. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are to the west of India. The Nicobar Islands are to the north of the Andaman Islands. Now we are entering in the story, but before reading part 1, here are some uh, saying that a tsunami is a very large and powerful wave caused by earthquakes under the sea. On December 26, 2004, a tsunami hit Thailand and parts of India such as the Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Tamil Nadu coast. Here are some stories of courage and survival. Did animals sense that a tsunami was coming? Some stories suggest that they did. Now we will read unit part 1 of this story. These stories are all from the Andaman and Nicobar archipelago. Archipelago means a group of many islands and surrounding seas. Ignatius was the manager of a cooperative society in Kachal. His wife woke him up at 6 a.m. because she felt an earthquake. Ignatius carefully took his television set off its table and put it down on the ground so that it would not fall and break. Then the family rushed out of the house. When the tremor stopped, tremor means shaking, they saw the sea rising. In the chaos and confusion, two of his children caught hold of the hands of their mother's father and mother's brother and rushed in the opposite direction. He never saw them again. His wife also was swept away. Only the three other children who came with him were saved. Sanjeev was a policeman serving in the Catch-all Island of the Nicobar group of islands. He somehow managed to save himself, his wife, and his baby daughter from the waves. But then he heard cries for help from the wife of John, the guest house cook. Sanjeev jumped into the water and to rescue her, but they were both swept away. 13-year-old Meghna was swept away along with her parents and 77 other people. She spent 11 times floating in the sea holding on to a wooden door. 11 times she saw relief helicopters overhead, but they did not see her. She was brought to the shore by a wave and found walking on the seashore in a daze. Daze means very confused manner. Almas Javed was 10 years old. She was a student of Carmen Convent Point in Port Blair, where her father had a petrol pump. Her mother, Rahila's home, was in Nancowry Island. The family had gone there to celebrate Christmas. When the Timors came early in the morning, the family was sleeping. Alma's father saw the sea water recede. Recede means move back from where it was. He understood that the water would come rushing back with great force. He woke everyone up and tried to rush them to a safer place. As they ran, her grandfather was hit on the head by something and he fell down. Her father rushed to help him. Then came the first giant wave that swept both of them away. Alma's mother and aunt stood clinging to the leaves of coconut tree, calling out to her. Clinging means hold something tightly. A wave uprooted the tree, and they too were washed away. Alma saw a log of wood floating. She climbed onto it. Then then she fainted. When she woke up, she was in a hospital in Camorta, from where she was brought to Port Blair. The little girl does not want to talk about the incident with anyone. She is still traumatized. Traumatized means greatly shocked and distressed. Now we will study second part. Tilly Smith, a British schoolgirl, was able to save many lives when the tsunami struck Phuket Beach in Thailand. Though she has won a number of awards, her parents have not allowed their daughter to be interviewed on television and made into a heroine. Why did they think they took that decision? Now we will study the main story. Now here is a story from Thailand. The Smith family from southeast England were celebrating Christmas at a beach resort in southern Thailand. Tilly Smith was a 10-year-old schoolgirl. Her sister was 7 years old. Their parents were Penny and Colin Smith. It was 26 December 2004. Deadly tsunami waves were already on their way. They had been triggered by the massive earthquake of northern Sumatra earlier that morning. The water was swelling and swept coming in. Penny Smith remembered the beach was getting smaller and smaller. I didn't know what was happening. But Tilly Smith sensed that something was wrong. Her mind was kept going back to a geography lesson she had taken in England just 2 weeks before she flew out to Thailand with her family. Tilly saw the sea slowly rise and start to foam, bubble, and form real pools. She remembered that she had seen this in class in a video of a tsunami that had hit the Hawaiian Islands in 1946. Her geography teacher had shown her class the video and told them that tsunamis can be caused by earthquake and volcanoes and landslides. Tilly started to scream at her family to get off the beach. She talked about an earthquake under the sea. She got more and more hysterical. Hysterical means when you are short, laugh, and cry, excited in a way without any control over yourself. Said her mother, Penny. I didn't know what a tsunami was, but seeing my daughter of pretended, I thought something serious must be going on. Tilly's parents took her and her sister away from the beach to the swimming pool at the hotel. A number of other tourists also left the beach with them. Then it was as if the entire sea had come out after them. I was screaming, "Run!" The family took refuge in the third floor of the hotel. The building withstood the surge of three tsunami waves. Surge means force or momentum. If they had stayed on the beach, they would not have been alive. The Smiths later met other tourists who had lost entire family. Thanks to Tilly and her geography lesson, they had been forewarned. Tilly went back to her school in England and told her classmate her terrifying tale. So the second part of the story is over here. Next class we will study third part. I think you are enjoying by listening this story. Whenever you read, you will really understood that what is tsunami. So here I am stop. Next class see you.